English for truck drivers. 5 must-know phrases for emergencies. Picture this. You're hauling a load down I-80, and suddenly, your truck starts shaking, smoke's coming out, and you've got to call for help in English. Don't worry, guys. I'm here to teach you 5 simple phrases to handle roadside emergencies like a total pro. These are real-life phrases that'll get you help fast, whether you're talking to a mechanic, a tow truck driver, or even 911. Let's hit the road and learn some English that could save your day. All right, as a truck driver in America, you know breakdowns, flat tires, or accidents can happen out of nowhere. Communicating clearly in English during these moments is super important to get help quickly and keep things safe. I'm going to walk you through 5 phrases that are easy to say, practical, and will make you sound confident. Even if you're stressed, let's get started with our first one. Phrase 1. My truck broke down. This phrase is your starting point when something goes wrong with your truck. It's short, it's clear, and it tells people you need help right away. Use this when you're calling roadside assistance, talking to a mechanic, or even flagging down another driver. Just say it calmly, and you're good to go. Here's how it works in real life. Imagine I'm on the phone with a tow company. I'd say, "Hey, my truck broke down on I-95, just past mile marker 200. Can you send someone out?" They'll know you're in trouble and start asking for details. Or let's say I'm at a truck stop, talking to a mechanic. I'd walk up and say, "My truck broke down about a mile from here. I think it's the alternator. Can you check it out?" See how simple that is. It gets the conversation started. Let's move to the next one. Phrase 2. Phrase 2. I need help with this. One's like a Swiss Army knife. It's super versatile. You use it to explain exactly what's wrong with your truck, like a flat tire, a dead battery, or a weird warning light. Just add the problem after with, and you're set. This is great for mechanics or roadside assistants because it gives them a heads up on what to fix. Picture this. I'm calling roadside assistance, and I say, "I need help with a flat tire on my trailer." It's the rear right one. They'll know exactly what tools to bring. Or maybe I'm at a service station, and I say, "I need help with my air brakes." They're not responding right. That's it. Clear and to the point. All right, ready for the next? Here's phrase 3. Phrase 3. Can you send someone to? This phrase is perfect for telling people where you are when you need help fast. You can use it with tow companies, emergency services, or even your dispatcher. Just add your location, like a highway, mile marker, or a nearby landmark. It's like giving them a GPS pin in words. For example, I'm stranded on the road, so I call and say, "Can you send someone to Highway 40 near the big gas station at exit 15? My engine's overheating." They'll know where to go. Or maybe I'm talking to 911 after a minor fender bender. I'd say, "Can you send someone to the truck stop on Route 66? I've got a damaged trailer." It's specific and gets help to you fast. Let's keep rolling with phrase 4. Phrase 4. It's making a strange noise. Now, sometimes your truck is acting weird, but you're not sure what's wrong. Maybe it's a grinding sound or a loud clunk. This phrase helps you describe those odd problems to a mechanic so they can figure it out. You can also swap noise for smell or look if that fits better, like it's making a strange smell. Here's me at a repair shop. My truck's making a strange noise, like rattling under the hood. Can you take a look? The mechanic knows to check the engine. Or I'm on the phone with roadside assistance. My exhaust is making a strange smell, like burning oil. What should I do? This phrase helps you sound like you know what's going on, even if you're not a mechanic. One more to go. Here's phrase 5. Phrase 5. How long will it take? When you're stuck waiting for help, you need to know how long you'll be sitting there. This phrase is polite but firm, and it's great for tow drivers, mechanics, or dispatchers. It shows you're on top of your schedule, which is huge for truck. Imagine I'm talking to a tow truck driver. My truck's stuck on I-70. How long will it take for you to get here? They'll give me a time estimate, and I can plan my next move. Or at a repair shop, I might say, "I need my brakes fixed. How long will it take to get it done?" That way, I know if I've got time to grab a coffee or call my dispatcher. Before we move on, let's talk about something exciting. I'm dropping exclusive English lessons for truck drivers, and you don't want to miss them. Subscribe to Piece of Cake Speak English for members-only content. You'll get job-specific phrases and pronunciation tips no one else sees. Join now to unlock these lessons before they're gone forever. Okay, now that you've got the basics, let's add some extra flavor to make your English sound even more natural. These phrases can be tweaked or combined to fit different situations, and I'll show you how to use them like a native speaker. Let's dive back in. Phrase 1 follow-up. My truck broke down. You can make this phrase even stronger by adding a quick detail about what happened. For example, I might say, my truck broke down, and it's not starting at all. Or, my truck broke down, and there's smoke coming from the engine. Adding that extra bit helps the person on the other end know how urgent it is. Here's another example. I'm calling my dispatcher and say, my truck broke down on I-10, and I'm missing my delivery window. Can you help? Or at a truck stop, I tell another driver, my truck broke down, and I think it's the fuel pump. Got any advice? See how that little detail makes it more real? Let's revisit phrase 2. Phrase 2 follow-up. I need help with. You can sound super professional by adding a location or urgency to this one. For instance, I might say, I need help with a flat tire, and I'm on a tight schedule. Or, I need help with my radiator, and I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. It's still simple, but shows you mean business. Picture this. I'm at a service center, and I say, I need help with my check engine light, and I've got a load due tomorrow. Can you make it quick? Or on the phone, I need help with a broken taillight, and I'm at the way station on Route 20. That extra info helps everyone move faster. All right, let's wrap this up with phrase 3 one more time. Phrase 3 follow-up. Can you send someone to? To sound like a pro, try adding a polite tone or a specific detail about your situation. For example, can you send someone to I-90 near exit 45? I'm blocking part of the shoulder. Or, can you send someone to the warehouse on Elm Street? I've got a load that can't be delayed. It's polite, but clear that you need action. Here's one more. I'm calling 911 and say, can you send someone to the rest area on Highway 75? My trailer's got a busted axle, and it's not safe. Or to roadside assistance. Can you send someone to mile marker 300 on I-80? My truck's overheating bad. This makes sure help arrives exactly where you are. Quiz test. Check for understanding. Time to test your English skills, guys. Pause the video, grab a pen, and pick the best answer for these 2 questions. I'll explain the right ones afterward, so don't stress. Question 1. Your truck's engine is making a weird sound, and you're at a repair shop. What do you say? A. My truck broke down. B. It's making a strange noise. C. Can you send someone to my truck? Question 2. You're calling roadside assistance because your battery died on I-40. What's the best phrase? A. I need help with a dead battery. B. How long will it take? C. My truck's making a strange smell. All right, let's go over the answers. For question 1, the best choice is B. It's making a strange noise. This describes the exact problem, which helps the mechanic know what to check. Option A is too general, and C is for asking for help at a location, not at a shop. For question 2, the right answer is A. I need help with a dead battery. This tells roadside assistance exactly what's wrong so they can bring the right tools. Option B is for asking about time, not the problem, and C is about a different issue. Awesome job, guys. If you got one wrong, no big deal, just rewind and practice again. You're killing it. Wow, you just learned 5 killer phrases to handle truck emergencies in English. These will help you stay calm, get help fast, and sound like a pro, whether you're talking to a tow driver, a mechanic, or your dispatcher. Rewatch this video, write down these phrases, and practice them before your next haul. You don't want to be caught off guard on the road. Subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss our next English for Truckers video. Keep rolling, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.